The Dispossessed by Ursula K. Le Guin, 1974. This is the sixth novel in the heinous cycle. There is only one more, The Telling, in 2000. First, we had Rokanan's World, then Planet of Exile, followed quickly by The City of Illusions. In 1969, The Left Hand of Darkness won both the Hugo and Nebula Awards. In the collection of stories, again, Dangerous Visions from 1972, we have The World is Forest. And now, another Hugo and Nebula award-winning novel, The Dispossessed. Le Guin was a Taoist. She believed in a harmony of light and dark, a harmony of peaceful anarchy. In some ways, she and Robert A. Heinlein were the yin and yang of Taoism, of anarchy, of libertarianism. To seek an ambiguous utopia of pacifistic anarchy is a difficult task. We also have the yin and yang of the planets, one really a moon, Anaris, and its home planet, or planet of origin, Eurus. A philosopher named Odo and her followers went to the moon to be miners. You could think of it as a mining colony of Eurus. But on the moon, they declared their own independence. The opening of the novel makes this clear. It talks about walls, and the walls reminds me of the shape of the symbol for yin and yang. From page number 1. There was a wall. It did not look important. It was built of uncut rocks, roughly mortared. An adult could look right over it, and even a child could climb it. Where across the roadway, instead of having a gate, it degenerated into mere geometry, a line, an idea of boundary. But the idea was real. It was important. For 7 generations, there had been nothing in the world more important than that wall. Like all walls, it was ambiguous, two-faced. What was inside it and what was outside it depended upon which side of it you were on. Looked at from one side, the wall enclosed a barren 60-acre field called the Port of Anaris. On the field there were a couple of large gantry cranes, a rocket pad, 3 warehouses, a truck garage, and a dormitory. The dormitory looked durable, grimy, and mournful. It had no gardens, no children. Plainly nobody lived there, or was even meant to stay there long. It was, in fact, a quarantine. The wall shut in not only the landing field, but also the ships that came down out of space, and the men that came on the ships, and the worlds they came from, and the rest of the universe. It enclosed the universe, leaving Anaras outside, free. Looked at from the other side, the wall enclosed Anaras. The whole planet was inside it, a great prison camp, cut off from other worlds and other men, in quarantine. So in these divided worlds, a man seeking to bring harmony. He has made an amazing discovery in physics. His name, Shevek. That brings me to point number 2 about this novel. Robert J. Oppenheimer. The legend of Oppenheimer has made a comeback with the film of Christopher Nolan. There's a bit of controversy. Is this the real Robert J. Oppenheimer? It does, though, bring to light new technology and the responsibility we have with its destructive powers. Ursula K. Le Guin's parents were friends of Robert J. Oppenheimer, and Le Guin states that Oppenheimer is the model for Shevek, a man who has a theory in physics which could make instantaneous communication, perhaps even travel, possible. This story chronologically predates the other Hainish novels. Shevek is the man responsible for the physics theory that leads to the Ansible, instantaneous communication across vast distances of space. This unites the Hainish universe. The structure of The Dispossessed is alternating chapters. The even-numbered chapters tell us the story of Shevek on Anaris, his life, his loves, his theories. Is Anaris a utopia? Or is there trouble in utopia? And what of Eurus? Will Chevik's theories find a home in that planet? He is one of the first scientists to cross back to Eurus with his scientific theory. Before leaving, he is seen as a traitor to Anaris. And then the odd-numbered chapters are on Eurus. Eurus is a planet with a number of different nations, different political systems, but the ruling one is similar to democracy, or perhaps I should say capitalism. Another nation is similar to socialism. And for good measure, we have embassies from Earth and from the planet Hain. Who should have this physics theory and develop technology? The moral dilemmas that Oppenheimer faced are brought forward in Chevek. And then we have Ursula K. Le Guin herself, her parents, anthropologists and writers. She loves to bring in culture and society and philosophy and seek a harmony where there seems to be discord. In some novels, this works better than in others. The Dispossessed is an idea-heavy book. There is some action, but it's mostly a dialogue of ideas, of prejudice, of human gender and sexuality. What does it mean to be free? I wouldn't say this is an easy read, but it's a very meaningful read, even if you don't agree with the ideas of Ursula K. Le Guin. This is a novel at the peak of her abilities. I think The Left Hand of Darkness, her other most famous novel, is perhaps a more human novel, a more of a character study novel. While this novel does have an amazing character study of Chevek, I think it concentrates more on this ambiguous utopia, the Taoism and discord within people. I give The Dispossessed 9 out of 10. Recommended. So, have you read The Dispossessed? What are your thoughts? Do you want to make a comparison to any of the other Hainish novels? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep reading.